Hi and welcome back to Ms. Donay and Mr. Harris's math videos. Today we're going to be talking about putting numbers on a number line. Now we have all sorts of different types of numbers, but all numbers can be put on a number line as long as the number line is separated into the correct spacing. So why don't we take a look at a few examples of how to put numbers onto a number line. Okay, let's start off with putting 1 3/4 on a number line. Now 1 3/4 is between 1 and 2, so we can start, say, at 0, and then we'll need 1 and 2. Now, with a denominator of 4, we're going to have to split each unit up into fourths. So we have 1, 2, 3, that'll be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Now 1 is 4/4. Now we'll split this up again, and we have 1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, which is 1 1/2. 1 and 3/4, and then 2. So our spacings are all 1/4. And once we have that, we know where 1 3/4 is. So we just put a nice little mark on 1 3/4. Again, it's a mixed number that can be put on a number line if the spacing is right. Now let's move on. How about 4/5? Putting 4/5 on a number line. Well, we know 4/5 is between 1 and 2, or excuse me, between 0 and 1. So we split that up into fifths. And we have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 1 is 5/5. So we know that we have 4/5 in between 0 and 1. So we can take our marker and plot 4/5 on the number line. Again, spacing is everything. Okay, this last one's a little different. Now it's -2 1/4. Now if we start at 0, we're going to be going to the left with negative numbers, so things are getting smaller. So we're going to say we need -1 and we need -2. And we're going to split it now up into quarters because fourths is our denominator. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that gives us -1/4, -2/4, or -1/2, -3/4, -1, -1 1/4, -1 1/2, -1 3/4, -2, and now we know we have to keep going, so it's -2 1/4. So the spacing is all quarters, but it's different because it's negative and it's going in the left direction. So now we know that -2 1/4 is right here on the number line, right after -2. Okay, just one or two more examples. Let's see 3.3 on the number line. So we'll example 3.3. Now this is a decimal number, but it can also go on the number line. 3.3 is between 3 and 4. Now, because 3 is in the tens place, we're going to split it up into 10 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gives us 10 units. So this is 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and then 4. So we have this split up into 0.1 or 1/10 of a unit. So we have 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3 on the number line. And for our last one, let's try another negative. -5/6. Now -5/6 is between 0 and 1, so we know we have to split it up into sixths. That's -1, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we've got it split up into sixths. We have -5, excuse me, we don't start out at -5/6. We have -1/6, -2/6, -3/6, -4/6, and -5/6. And then -1, which is -6/6. So now as we count along to the left, we have -5/6 right before -1, but after -4/6. Okay, if you have any questions on putting numbers on a number line, just rewatch the video, or you can go right to the questions at the end, and good luck! We'll see you in class.